Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Pheromosa. Pheromosa is honestly an absolutely fantastic Pokemon. It is destructive. It has base 137 in its attack, special attack, and base 151 in its speed. So it is incredibly fast. Not many Pokemon will outspeed it. It has incredible attack stats, which obviously are going to hit really hard on the majority of different Pokemon. And if you can get a setup on it, it can probably easily sweep a team. And for this thing, you have to cover very specific niches for it. So, for example, having a Focus Sash user, or having specific Stealth Rocks, if hoping they're not running heavy GC boots, or even having things like a Cell Rock to hit it really hard as a priority, because obviously you're not going to necessarily live an attack. Or if you have a really defensive Pokemon, but it has to be really defensive on both the defense and the special defense, because obviously it can run either an attacking set or a special attacking set. So Pheromosa, very scary, very difficult to deal with, and that's why in Smogon rules it is in Ubers. It is something that is not easily dealt with in a lot of cases. But today I've got 3 sets. Before we get started, if you could please click the like button and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps me out and I would really appreciate it. Okay, first Pheromosa set. We have got Quiver Dance with a Focus Sash. With this set, you will definitely need a Defog or Rapid Spin user, and then you will need to be able to get this in quite quickly before they set up any hazards again. Obviously, this thing takes Stealth Rocks damage. It takes 25% Stealth Rock damage. Actually, no, it doesn't. It takes 12% Stealth Rock damage, but it then nullifies the Sash. So it can be a bit of a problem, because you do definitely want that Sash, because if you get hit by a move, you are probably going down with base 37 in your defenses. It's not looking good. You are much of a glass cannon as can be. But you can then use Quiver Dance if you get in with your max HP and you stay max HP. You can use Quiver Dance, and that Focus Sash will take you down to 1 HP. Just be aware of things like Dual Wing Beat, because obviously that will take you out with 1 turn. But if you use Quiver Dance, you get a +1 in your special attack, your special defense, and your speed, taking your speed to 550 and taking your special attack to 565, I think that might be, which obviously is huge. It allows you to hit really hard on a lot of different Pokemon. And if you can get another one set up for any reason, you are obviously going to hit even harder. Now, move-wise, I've gone for Focus Blast, powerful Frozen type attack, boosted by Stab. Now, obviously, this does have a thing. It does have the. I've lost the word, but it can miss. It can miss. It is only 80% accurate, I think it is, and obviously 70% accurate, even worse. So obviously, this becomes a little bit of a concerning move if you decide to use it. But at the same time, it hits more than 50% of the time, so you're probably relatively okay. It's just a little bit risky to run. Then we've got Bug Buzz, powerful Bug-type attack, boosted by Stab, and yeah, it hits hard on a lot of different Pokemon, things like Grass types, things like Psychic types as well, which you are weak to, and also can go behind things like Aurora Veil, or behind Reflect, Light Screen, or Subs or anything, which is just really good on a move. And obviously, if someone is just being annoying and setting up substitutes, you can just use that Bug Buzz and hit them hard, because it's Pheromosa, not many things are going to live easily. And then finally, Ice Beam, just for a bit more coverage, and that hits the Flying type Pokemon, which obviously you are 4 times weak to, so you definitely need to deal with that. EV-wise, max special attack and max speed with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack. I would always recommend going for a modest nature in this scenario, because modest allows you to have a higher special attack stat than your speed stat. And that higher special attack stat allows for you to have a beast boost if you knock out a Pokemon, giving you an extra +1 in your special attack. If your speed is higher, it gives you an extra +1 in your speed, which you might need for things like Regieleki potentially, but it's very unlikely. It's more likely you'll want the special attack boost. So obviously when you are doing your counts, doing your creating, pay attention to that, because you do need to have that higher special attack stat. Moving on to the second Pheromosa, I have actually gone for a choice band version. I've just realised I've gone for the wrong nature on this as well. And I've gone for a physical version because it does actually get a lot of physical moves. We've got Beast Boost again as our ability, so making sure we go for that plus in our attack stat in this case, rather than the speed stat, which I accidentally did. Because obviously you want that boost in your attack rather than your speed, unless you're in very specific situations, which most of the time is not going to be any good anyways. But Fighting type attack, we've got high jump kick, powerful, stab. Obviously does have the chance to miss, so it can be a problem in some respects, but you have got some other alternatives like close combat. Now obviously, as you're probably not going to be taking any hits in your defenses anyways, you could just go for the close combat, hit really hard, really powerful into any Pokemon that basically you want, and probably take them out. And you do have the lowering your special defense and your defense, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter because you're probably not going to be hit, and if you are hit anyways, you're probably going down. So close combat can work really good as an alternative to high jump kick, but high jump kick is also a really fun move to use. We've then got lunge, powerful bug type attack boosted by stab. Not much more to say about that. Poison jab hits things like fairy types for super effective damage, and also things like grass types for super effective damage. And then throat chop, because there are a lot of hyper voice users out there, or a lot of sound-based moves out there, so having that throat chop there allows for you to be able to nullify those for at least a couple of turns. And obviously things like hyper voice, throat spray are not very common, but they are around, so having that throat chop can be an option to deal with that. EVs, max attack, max speed, with an adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. And the final Pheromosa set I've gone for is a Dynamax set. So on here I've got heavy duty boots because it does take a little bit of damage on income, but you could always go for any sort of choice items. You could go for Life Orb, you could go for red cards, you could go for maybe even any sort of berries on top of it as well. So lots and lots of different options for items here. And ability wise, again, you've got Beast Boost, and again I went for the wrong nature. So move wise, close combat, as I said, probably going to be a really good option because you're not going to be taking any hits in your defenses. We've got close combat, powerful, fighting type attack, obviously boosted by stab, and turns to max knuckle, increasing up your attack stat by 1 stage. Drill Run, which means you can increase up your special defense by 1 stage if you need it for any reason. So for example, if you want to actually live some hits on your defenses, then potentially go for that. You've then got Lunge again, powerful stab, bug type attack, just hits a lot of different Pokemon for a relative amount of damage. And finally, this is a transfer only move, unfortunately, but I have got Roost here to allow you to heal yourself up or go for Max Guard when you're Dynamaxed. Now, obviously, if you cannot transfer the Pokemon, if you're going for a battle ready symbol, you can just go for any assortment of fighter type attacks. You can go for Foul Play, because that's a possibility. Things like Low Kick, Outrage, Poison Jab, even Rapid Spin if you need to speed up for any reason, or even like Triple Axle or something. There's lots and lots and lots of different options that you can run on this. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and I will see you soon.